Okay, here we go. We are gonna do a class. Even though I don't see anybody, it's okay. We can still do class. We can still make it happen. So let's do it. Get your mats out. Set yourself up on your mat. Get myself on my mat. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I'm gonna do it, right, Pepper? Right, Pep? Can you see Pepper? Can you see Pepper on her bed? She lets me sleep there sometimes. That's her bed. Yeah, I know. This is my little teeny weeny tiny apartment. It's like a dorm room, which is why there's a lot of stuff. So, but you know, people live here, so I'm not gonna pretend they don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hold on. Let me fix the lighting. Fix the lighting a little bit. That's better. Okay. Let's get on our mats. Let me put my shoes over here. Big toes together, heels just a sliver apart. Stand nice and tall. Take a moment to feel your feet against your yoga mat. Pick up your toes, put them back down. Maybe do that again. Just going to feel yourself grounded. So standing at attention is one of the postures we use to connect to our root chakra, which helps us feel grounded. So maybe close your eyes if you want to just focus the sensation in the soles of your feet. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's fine. Lift up from your heart and interlock your fingers to the webbing and place your knuckles under your chin. Always important as a reminder, rather than put your chin in your knuckles, you want to push your knuckles up to your chin. You want to keep your neck nice and long. Okay? We're going to start our pranayama, standing deep breathing. So take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up to the sky, so your forearms from your face. Open your mouth, exhale, H-A, ha sound. And as you exhale, push your head back without leaning back, eyes toward the ceiling, bring your elbows and forearms together to touch. Let's try that again. Inhale, head down. Through your nose, constrict the back of your throat, elbows high but shoulders down. Exhale, head back. Like you're fogging up glass. Elbows together without leaning back, weight in your heels. Inhale, head down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold belly in tight. Exhale, head back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, palms together on 1. That was 3. Let's do 7 more. Inhale, head down. Knuckles stay under your chin. Five more. 6 count. A little hold in between. Three more. That's 2. Last one. Hold at the top. Exhale. And release. Whew. Been a while, yogis. All right. So keep standing at attention. Inhale, arms overhead. Interlock your fingers. Can you see my steeple grip? Yeah. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see. All right. Just steeple grip. And just move left and right, side to side. Side to side, left to right. Warming up the spine for our half moon series. Okay. And then come to the center. And then press your biceps against your ears. I know it's just it's just the angle. You can't see my hands, but you're making a steeple grip. Just trust me on this one, okay? So eyes straight ahead, nice tall spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over to the right for 60 seconds. It's about 60 seconds. I don't know, I'm not looking at my watch, so you got to trust me on this one, folks. Lift your chin, reach up and over. Square your shoulders. Press your palms. Hips to the left. Reach up and over to the right. Belly in to protect your low spine. Let's get 2 more breaths here. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. And really engage your right side of your belly. 1 more breath in. And breathe out. For 3, 2, 1, change. Inhale back to center. Shake it out. Exhale here, belly in. Inhale up and out of your waist. Exhale, half moon to the left. So again, keep your arms engaged. Your arms don't bend, the elbows don't bend. I don't care how much it hurts. You're gonna work hard. You're here to work hard. Lift your chin. Open your throat. Palms stay tight. Feel the sweat between your palms. Push your hips to the right. Reach up and over to the left. There's a little bit of pressure in the blade of your foot, but your weight's still in your heels. Toes are engaged. Lengthen both sides of your body like you're pressed between 2 panes of glass, shoulders and hips squared. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Work hard, yogis. Touch the side wall, breathe in. Breathe out. Now this last breath, you're gonna push really hard, breathe in. Lock your elbows, breathe out. For 3, 2, 1, change. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look at the ceiling, shake your head and neck out. Your eyes on the ceiling, pull your biceps next to your ears. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive back. Trace the line along the ceiling, lengthen your belly like your belly is taffy. Go back, more back, fall back, all the way back. Come on, yes you can for 3, hips forward for 2, and 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hinge at your waist. Swan dive down. And release. Shake your head and neck out. Pedal out your feet, bend your knees. Little cha-cha movement. Maybe grab opposite elbows. And then we move into hands to feet pose. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. You're going to keep your big toes together. Wrap your arms around the backs of your legs. Scoop up your heels with your hands so that your pinkies touch. And if your pinkies can't touch, that's okay. That's what we're working towards. So draw them toward each other. Now, with your belly on your thighs, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Pull your forehead toward your shins. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, bring the crown of your head to the tops of your feet. Now keep that stomach to thigh connection like a grilled cheese sandwich. Breathe deep here, bend your elbows back. Now, in this last breath, you're going to push your hips up a little bit more. Forehead to your shins for 3, 2, and 1, change, release. Come back to steeple grip. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, arms at your sides. Good job. All right. Whew. Awkward series. Step your feet apart 6 inches. 2 fists between your feet. You put your 2 fists there. Yeah, that's about as wide as you want them. All right. So this is not hip width distance. Just so you know, this is okay. Check that again. 2 fists. Okay. Inhale, arms in front for your awkward pose. Part 1. Big breath in. Exhale. Have a seat. All right. So weight right away comes into my heels. If I rock the weight into my toes, my knees come forward. It's really bad for my knees. So I want to keep my weight back so I can actually kind of see my toes. Relax your shoulders down. So I'm not Superman hinging forward. I mean, you are superhuman, but you want to sit tall, like you're trying to sit in a chair. Rock your hips a little bit lower, eyes straight ahead. Squeeze your fingers. Inhale, change. Rise. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift your heels. So for awkward part 2, really engage your big toes. So rather than roll the weight into your pinkies, come onto your big toes. Now inhale, lift your chest, lift your heels. Exhale, awkward part 2. Start to bend your knees, but keep your heels lifted, like you're pushing the tops of your feet forward. Yes, strong, strong core with a straight, tall spine, like you're sliding down the wall behind you. Sit a little bit deeper, breathe deeply. Very good. Inhale, rise up. 3, 2, 1. Change. Lower your heels. Awkward part 3, press your knees and thighs together. Squeeze your knees tight, inhale, lift your heels. Big breath in. Exhale, awkward part 3. Start to slide down an imaginary wall behind you, and the lower you sit, the higher your heels come. Shoulders stay back, eyes are straight ahead. That's your drishti. Squeeze your fingers, shoulders down. And if you want, you can take 3 little bounces, boing, 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 just like a little motorcycle. Ready? Inhale, rise. 3, 2, 1, change. Exhale, arms down. All right. Time for eagle pose. Eagle pose. Did you know that Garudasana, asana means pose, but Garuda does not mean eagle. It's actually a mythical creature, like, I don't know, like a phoenix kind of, do I know? I don't know. Somebody look that up for me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, eagle on the right. Swing your right arm under your left. Boom, like that. Okay, so right arm goes under the left. I made the opposite of you, so forgive me. Palms together. All right, so you want to keep your wrist and elbows stacked. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, have a seat. Now notice my tall spine, not hinging forward. It's not this pose. I don't know what the heck that is. This is your eagle pose. Sit low. Good. Pull your belly in. Now the legs, without straightening your legs. Inhale, right knee high, up and over the left. High so I can wrap my thigh. Yeah, you can double wrap if you can. Look at that, I double wrap today. I don't know, it's a good day. Doesn't always happen. Pull your left hip forward, right hip back, breathe in. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Maybe try to look up towards your fingertips. Hold here. And change. Inhale, unwrap your arms and legs. Exhale, eagle on the left. Left under right. Wrap it up tight. So it's like you're trying to squeeze your forearms together. Remember, yogis, you can always customize. Grab your shoulder. Should have told you that on the first side. Sorry about that. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, have a seat. Good. Nice full spine. See? Nice full spine. Yep. Like you're the shortest person in the room with the tallest spine. Now, don't straighten your legs. Inhale, left knee high, over the right. You can kickstand. Can I get that double wrap on the side? I did. It's a little, I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. Pull your belly in. Weight is in your heel. Now breathe in. Exhale, sit deeply. Pull your elbows down. That's going to open your shoulders. One more breath here. And change. Inhale. And exhale, arms at your sides. Whew. Water break. Time for your water break. I left my water in the other room. I'll be right back. You sip your water. Take a breather. How we doing? Doing good? Good. Where the heck did my water go? Oh, there it is. Slurp. Okay. I'll bring it over here. Pepper has not moved. All right, just some balancing poses. These are always fun because they're challenging. They're challenging and fun. Similar. Let's do it. Let's do it. What do you need blocks for? It's hot yoga. I need blocks. Okay. Stand nice and tall. Standing forehead to knee. And press into your left foot. Inhale, right knee up. The first part of this pose is just to balance on one leg. You're balancing on one leg, you're doing great. Big toe, pinky toe is where you put the pressure. Big toe, and then pinky toe. And then big toe, then pinky toe. Good. Pull up on your standing kneecap. You don't want any bend in that knee. And then just bring your knee parallel to your hip. You can stay here. Or you can move on to the next stage. Pull your belly in. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Grab underneath your foot. All 10 fingers, including your thumb. Good. Now press into the palms of your hands. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Good. Now you want to try not to hike your knee into your chest. Try to keep, here, I'll show you. Now, like that. Like that. Yeah. Breathe in. And breathe out, and then you kick out. So your thumbs do not go on top of your foot. You stay on the sole of your foot. You kick out. Belly in, belly in, belly in, forehead to knee. Elbows down, and change. Come on up. I'm still working on that, as you can see, because I have some weakness in my ankles. So I'm doing the best I can. All right, other side. Press into your the right foot. Left knee up. Feels really different on this side. That's okay. That's normal. But keep your spine straight. You don't want to weave side to side. You want to kind of keep your shoulders stacked over your hips stacked over the floor. Leaving your heel, and then big toe, pinky toe. It's really important. What a lot of people do when they kick out on this pose is they rock the weight back into their heel. You want to try to keep it in your toes so you don't hyperextend your knee. So knee in line with your hip. You're here. No bending your standing leg. You're doing awesome. Now, you want to move on. Breathe in. Belly in, belly in, belly in, belly in, belly in. Exhale, round down. Belly is engaged, Uddiyana Bandha, like crazy. Thumbs underneath the sole of your foot. Now here's where you start to rock the way back into your heel. Don't let that happen. Bring it into your toes. Inhale. Exhale, kick out. Layer 2. Elbows below your knee, forehead to knee. Then change. So you're just there for one breath. I was there half a breath. So sue me. I could teach this stuff. I struggle with it though, and that's okay. If you struggle with yoga, it doesn't mean you should stop doing it. What's next? Standing bow pulling pose. Dhanurasana. Open your right palm. Kick your right foot back. Notice something here. See, my palm is forward. Eye of my elbow is forward. When I grab my foot, it stays the same. I do not want to do this. Turn my hand this way. It's like you're holding a slice of pizza. If you do that, you can drop the pizza. That would stink. And grab that. Yeah. Pull your knees together. So any gap between your knees, let's close that off. Press into your standing toes. You know this by now, right? Big toe, pinky toe. Inhale your left arm up, bicep by your ear. Breathe in. Touch the ceiling. Exhale, kick. Standing bow pulling pose. So before you hinge forward, keep your heart lifted. No hinging forward. Focus on the kick first. Point your toes toward the ceiling. Kick away from your glute. That's it. Now we're creating a back bend in the spine. Good. Now the more I kick, that hinge forward is going to come naturally, but I'm going to resist it until my heel comes up behind my head. Now, if you don't have a mirror, that's okay. You can kind of feel it. And stay with it. Stay with it. Breathe in. Exhale, kick. It's a long pose. Keep kicking. Keep kicking. Keep kicking. One more breath here. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. And change. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let it go. That was a short one today. That's okay. There's no heat. So once you have the windows open, press into your right foot, open your left hand. Again, we're holding the pizza. Palm is up, eye of the elbow is up. Kick back, grab the big toe side of your foot. Now when we grab close to your ankle. So you don't grab by the toes. You want to slide it up by your ankle. There we go. Okay. Knees together. Strong big toe, pinky toe. Pull up on your kneecap. Belly in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, standing bow pulling pose. Keep your bicep by your ear. Keep your focus on that kick. Eyes up and out. So try to find, if you're looking at me at the screen, look beyond. Yeah, because you know what I'm doing. Point your toe up. Kick, kick, kick. Breathe in. Breathe out. And if you fall out, that's okay. You get back in. You fall out. You get back in like a baby learning to walk. We're going to be here 2 more breaths, so keep kicking. That's it. Breathe in. Exhale, kick. 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let it go. Whew, give yourself a little back bend. Oh, man. Working that low spine. Hey, guess what? It's time for balancing stick. One of my favorites because it's really short, but it's good. It really kicks up your heart rate. Super fun. We call it the mini heart attack, which is a horrible reference because no one wants a heart attack, but it does kick up your heart rate. Feet together. Inhale, arms overhead. Steeple grip. I know you can't see my hands. You're making that steeple grip. Lock your elbows. Exhale, step your right foot to the center of your mat. Now inhale, come up on your left big toe. Exhale, standing bow pulling pose. Hinge forward, push your left hip down. You kick your left big toe up, reach your fingers forward, look toward the top edge of your mat. Straighten your standing leg for 3, 2, 1, change. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. And do the other side. So come back to neutral. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Two. They caught it. All right. This is real life, folks. Inhale, arms overhead. Switch your grip, by the way, other pinky in front. So reach up. Lock your elbows. Exhale, step your left foot to the center of your mat. Inhale, come up on your right big toe. Exhale, Pranayama, balancing stick. Push your right hip down in line with the left. Keep your left leg straight. Stretch your body apart, opposite directions, like a tug of war for 3. Are you breathing? 2. And 1, change. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms come down. All right, yogis, we're going to shift now. I'm just going to move my mat slightly because I want you to kind of see me from the side because we're going to kind of go to the side of our mats now. Yeah, so it's going to look like this. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take a big giant step to the side. I don't care if it's right or left, just that you have about 4 feet between your 2 feet. Extend your arms out wide. Now kick your heels out and toes in so that you can see when you look down that your feet are parallel, okay? You can even be slightly pigeon-toed, that's okay. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, standing separate leg stretching. So with a flat spine, come down, a little micro bending your knees is okay. Weight in your toes here. Grab your heels. And bend your elbows a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, pull your head toward your yoga mat. Try to keep a flat spine. If you feel like your shoulders are rounded, just kind of peel your shoulders back up towards your hips and pull your belly in. And try to straighten your legs a little bit. Breath in. Exhale, pull your head down a little bit more. Feel some traction. Thank you, gravity. One more breath in. Exhale, release your heels. Change. Arms out wide. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn your right toes toward the short end of your mat. It could be either direction, doesn't matter. But right toes are forward. Left toes are still toward the long end of your mat. So your feet are kind of perpendicular. Bend your right knee so that it's at a 45-degree angle. Your right knee is over your right pinky toe. It's warrior two, basically, is what we're doing. But we're not here long. Inhale, flip your palms up. Exhale, hot triangle pose, Trikonasana. So bring your right arm against the inside of your thigh, left arm straight up toward the ceiling. If you're trying to make a straight line from your left ear to your left heel. Good. Now stretch your shoulders apart, opening up the chambers of your heart. If you need to customize, you can bring your elbow on your knee. And then relax your left shoulder away from your ear. Maybe look up towards your left thumb. Breathe in. And breathe out. Maybe stay here one more breath. Really spin your low ribs up toward the ceiling. Breath in. And breath out. And change. Inhale, come up. Now exhale, kick your right heel out. So we're right where we were before. Look down, feet are parallel. We're going to do another set, second set. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, standing separate leg stretching. Dandiyamana Vipaktapara Paschimottanasana. Make sure your feet are parallel. So for this second set, see if you can bring your feet in a little bit closer together. That's going to make it more challenging. Grab your heels if you can. Grab your heels, grab your ankles or cat. That's okay. Really draw your head toward the space between your heels. Yeah. Good. Now push your hips up. Breathe in. Find some more length. Traction your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. A little more bending your elbows. Last inhale here. And change. Exhale, release your heels. Arms out wide. Inhale to come up. Now exhale, spin your left toes toward the short end, the opposite short end of your mat. Try to look at your feet so that your heel bisects the arch of your right foot, okay? And then come sit your tailbone down, arms parallel, look over both shoulders to make sure. Peel your left knee over your pinky toe in warrior two. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, hot triangle, Trikonasana on the left. So you, rather than dump down, I don't want to touch the floor, I don't want to touch a block. No, I want to keep that big triangle space under my left armpit. You can rest your elbow or you can press your forearm against the inside of your thigh. Your hips are at a slight angle, but you're still spinning your ribs up. So it's sort of like a dish rag, like your right hip is toward the wall in front of you, but your low ribs are up toward the ceiling. So you're really getting a little lumbar spine action here. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Peel your right shoulder away from your ear. Maybe look up at your thumb. Inhale. And exhale. Press into both feet evenly. And change. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step your feet together. Arms overhead. And then arms down at your sides. Very good. Okay. Got one more, two more standing postures. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands are in prayer this time. Exhale, step your feet apart 3 feet. So this is a little bit shorter stance than we just did. Lock your biceps to your ears and pivot your heels toward the short end of your mat so your right foot is forward. Now, in my case, I'm facing away from you, so forgive me for that. You want your right toes directly ahead of you, your left toes at a slight angle toward the corner, right? So but your heels are in one line. So look down at your feet and you can draw a line from your front heel to your back heel. Push your hips forward. So they're in line, lock your elbows, tuck your chin like you're folding sheets. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, standing separate leg stretching, forehead to knee. Roll up like a cinnamon roll. Super, super tight. Super, super tight. Keep your chin glued to your chest and forehead to your knee. Now, you might have to release your hands to get this to happen. If you can keep your hands in prayer, that's great. And it sounds a little funny when I talk because my throat is really compressed. Kind of feels like you're choking. Take little tiny sips of air. Yeah, keep your eyes open. Press into your back heel. Breathe. Hands come back to prayer. Inhale, come up, one vertebra at a time. Like you're unrolling that cinnamon roll. And then exhale, pivot your heels to the opposite direction. There you go. So your heels are in one line. And push your right hip forward, lock it in. Good. Little, yeah. All right. Lock your elbows, tuck your chin, breathe in. Exhale. Dandiyamana Vipatta Janu Shavasana. Standing separate leg stretching, forehead to knee pose. It's a long name, right? There's a lot going on. Heels are in one line. Belly compression, throat compression, and forehead to knee. If you need to bend your forward knee, that's okay. If you need to separate your hands, that's okay. Maybe it's your forehead to your knee, not your hairline, not your eyebrow, not your nose. Forehead to knee. Even if you have to bend your knee. Push into your back heel, even at your hips. Hands back to prayer. Press into both feet. Inhale, unroll up. Unroll, unroll. Like you're stacking up Legos. And then exhale, arms at your sides. Feet together. And if you're not sweating by now, I don't know. I'm pretty sweaty. So we have another posture in our standing series. We actually have two, but the second one is optional because it's a little bit advanced. I'm going to show you both of them, but you have the option to do both. You can just stay in the first one or move on to the second one. The postures are tree pose and toe stand. So here we go. Tree pose. Press into your left foot. Inhale your right knee up. And bring your right foot into your hip crease. I know a lot of people, this is sort of like the power yoga version. We're not doing that version. So see, just give it a try. If you can't, you can't. That's okay. But at least try. You know, get the blade of your foot in where your bikini line is. And then the goal is to let your knee drop down. Keep your shoulders even. And then right hand to heart center. So if you're supporting your foot, you do like a half Anjali Mudra. And hold your foot like a bicep curl. If you don't need to hold your foot in place, especially if you press your thigh against your foot, it may just stay there. Both hands can come to heart center, especially since if you're not in a heated room, you don't have that slippage from sweat, from that much sweat. And there you go. So this is your tree pose. You can stay here. If you'd like to move on to toe stand, here's how you do it. Look past the edge of your mat. So focus your eyes on the spot that's 4 inches past your mat's edge and hinge at your waist. Start to hinge forward, and then when you feel like you're going to fall, shoot your arms out like you're going to break your fall. Bring your hands to the mat and bend your standing leg. Helps to flex your right foot. Okay. And then walk your hands outside your body. Like I said, I have this like weak ankle stuff going on, so this is as far as I go. This is sort of my modified version, but if you're able to, bring your hands to heart center. Try to keep a tall spine, okay? If you want to come out of the pose, you've done the best you can. Walk your hands forward. Your left heel is lifted. So you're going to walk your hands forward. Straighten your standing leg. Trees, you're doing great. Stay in tree just for a second. Take a breath in. Hands to heart center. And then exhale, release. Everybody release your foot. There you go. So that's how it goes. And do the other side. Press into your right foot. Inhale your left knee up. Bring your left foot to your hip crease. Let your right knee drop down. Press your thigh against your foot. Even out your shoulders. Yeah, belly in. Root down. Again, another great posture for your root chakra. Left hand to heart center, right hand holds your foot. And if you can really engage all these muscles, maybe get both hands to heart center. For Bhujangasana, toe stand, inhale. Hinge forward. Look past the edge of your mat so that you're not looking straight down. You're looking a little bit out. Start to bend your standing leg, shoot your arms out. Good, now flex your left foot. Come on down. All right, a little bit easier on this side for me. So heel is lifted. Eventually, you want to be able to lift your hips off your heels. So walk your hands toward the back of your mat so you can sit upright. There you go. And right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Whoop. Almost had it, you guys. Let's walk your hands forward. Come on out, trees. Awesome job. Straighten your leg. Come to the top, hands at heart center, release your foot, shake it out. Keep your hands right here because we're going to say namaste to our standing series. So next thing we do is Shavasana. I'm going to do a quick little 2-minute Shavasana, and it's like intermission. Just come onto your back, line your back. And this Shavasana is a little bit different than the one we're used to because you keep your legs close together, heels close together, toes open to the corners of the room, arms close to your body, eyes stay open. Yeah. So this one, it's I'm just going to time it here. Yeah, there we go. So it's not nap time. You're wide awake. Just focus on your breath. Frustration is part of it. And see if you can just yield to your mat. Keeping your breath here. You worked really hard for that class. Now you get constructive rest. All right. Moving on to 3-part wind removing pose. So from right where you are, inhale your right knee toward your chest. Flex your left foot so your left leg is engaged as well. Interlock your fingers to the webbing, nice and tight, 2 inches below your right knee. Pull your right knee in towards your right armpit, away from your rib cage, and then exhale, squeeze a little tighter. Press your whole spine into the mat. One more breath in, and change, release. A wind removing pose on the left, Paschimottanasana. Put your left knee in toward your chest. Same arthritis chasing grip, so really squeeze tight, webbing to webbing. Press both shoulders down, breathe in, hold forward your shoulder, and breathe out. Take one more breath, flex your biceps, flex your right foot, and change. Exhale, release. Extend both legs. Then inhale both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Grab opposite elbows, forearms, or wrists. Make sure the back of your head is against your mat. Even if you can only grab your fingertips, that's okay. Avoid crossing your ankles. Inhale, pull your knees into your belly. Stay for your exhale, pull your tailbone down. One more inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And change, release. Extend your legs. To come out of this reclining pose, we're going to do the first of several yogi sit-ups. You're going to do one sit-up at a time. You're going to give it everything you got. If you're new to this, you're going to zip up your legs, flex your toes toward the ceiling. Reach your arms over your head and hook your thumbs. We'll all take a deep breath in together through your nose. And then on your exhale, you're going to sit up like a shot and grab your big toes. You can keep your legs on the mat, so it's just sort of like you're like a mousetrap snapping shut. Okay? That's a terrible image. All right, well, you're like, I don't know, something like a door closing. All right, well, let's do it. Flex your toes, zip up your legs. Reach your arms overhead, hook your thumbs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit up, sit up. Grab your toes. And now turn around, face the front of your mat. We're going to do our spine strengthening series. Come on your belly, chin on the mat, and place your hands underneath your shoulders for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. You zip up your legs really tight, untuck your toes, bring the big toes together and your heels together. Now pull your elbows in towards your body like little cricket's wings. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift your feet. Keep your legs together, breathe in again. Exhale, lift a little bit higher, keep your hands on the mat. You're not putting any pressure into our hands. One more breath in. Did the wrong pose. Sorry, you guys. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. I was doing Locust Pose. All right, stay for your exhale. One more inhale, lift your chest a little bit more. And push your hips down, breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Look to the right, rest your on the mat, and spin your arms at your side. Sorry about that. Now sometimes I mix these up. Still open. What are we going to do? We're going to do it with an art, not a science. It is imperfect. And bring your chin back to center. Now we'll do Locust. Flip your arms down. Slide your arms underneath your body. So your pinkies almost touch. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, so people flip their arms the other way. That's cheating. We don't want to do that. If you have to keep your arms outside your body, that's okay. If you can, get them under your body, palms touch your mat, and then bring your heels together, big toes together, just like we had them before. Now, breathe in. Exhale, right leg only up and back. So just the right leg. Left leg doesn't do a thing. Point your toe back. Yeah, you feel your hip against your forearm. That's okay. That's what we want. One more inhale. And change. Exhale, lower down. Take another breath in. Bring your heels together. Exhale, Locust on the left. The left leg is up and back. The reason we want our hips against our forearm is to break up scar tissue in our wrists. One more inhale. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, lower down. Now for the third and final part, it's going to be hard for me to talk, so I'm just going to tell you first. You're going to tuck your chin. Bring your lips to the mat. Wiggle your fingers a little bit lower. Trap your arms under your torso. Breathe in. Exhale, Locust part 3. Both legs up and back. Lift, lift, lift. Yes, you can. Press into your fingertips. Lift a little bit higher, but don't worry about the height. Inhale. Exhale, release. Look to the left. Right around the mat. Free your hands out from underneath your hips. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers, open and close your fists. Get that blood circulation back into your wrists. And heels nice and wide. And breathe. Chin back to center. And heels together. Arms out wide for full Locust pose. So the last posture was 3-part Locust. This is a full Locust. Go figure. Exhale everything out. Inhale, arms up, legs up. Exhale, kick a little higher. So you try to peel your whole body off the mat. One more breath in. And exhale, release. Look to the right. So we evened out the neck stretch. We had one stretch on the right, now one stretch on the left. Second stretch on the right. Exhale out. And chin back to center. I'm going to stretch out the left in just a moment. First, we got to do floor bow down Urasana. Grab the outsides of your feet. So kick your legs up behind you. Grab where the pinky toe side is, and then slide your fingers to where your arches are. You get the idea? You can probably see in the screen. Bring your knees together, chin center. Inhale, kick into your hands. Lift your chest, exhale, kick a little higher. Try to keep your knees nice and close. You don't have to look up. You can look straight ahead. Just point your toes up. Kick, kick, kick for 3, for 2, and 1. Change. Exhale, release. Look to the left. You want to windshield wipe your legs side to side. Get that stretch on the left side of your neck. And come back to center. Flip over onto your back. You get to do another Shavasana. This one's a little shorter. A little quick Shavasana. Arms at your sides. Yoga is all about balancing effort and rest. Sometimes the rest is harder than the effort. The rest requires more effort than the effort. But you commit to it just like your effortful poses. And breathe here. get ready for another yogi sit-up. So zip up your legs, flex your toes toward the ceiling. Arms overhead, hook your thumbs. So remember, you're going to breathe in through your nose, and then you're going to do like shh, shh, like you're shushing somebody in the library. Breathe in. Exhale, sit up, sit up. Good job. Turn around and come to your knees. Bring your knees together and sit in between your heels. You're going to kick your heels out so your shins form an upside down letter V. Now you might need a block for this. That's okay. Just tuck the block under your seat. But if you use a block, you don't want to lean back. That's just the only rule, is that if you're going to use a block, don't lean back. All right. I'm going to skip the block because I want to lean back. I'm going to sit my butt in between the heels. Fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. Bring your hands to the soles of your feet. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, come down to your elbows. Now, this is halfway into the pose. You may have to stop here. That's okay. You might have to come back up to your hands. That's okay too. Lift your chin in that case. If you're ready to come a little farther, keep your knees together. Come all the way down to your shoulders. Grab opposite elbows behind your head. Now, for this full expression, tuck your chin, arch your spine, drive your knees down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And bring your hands back to the soles of your feet. Inhale, press up. One elbow at a time. Then exhale, come to tabletop. And just tap your shins a little bit. I have to tap mine lightly because I'm on the second floor of my building and I don't want my neighbors downstairs to hate me. Okay, and I'm just going to circle my ankle a little bit. And walk your hands and knees toward the back of your mat. Sit on your heels for half tortoise pose. So for this one, I want my heels together. So I won't need a block for this pose, but I'm going to sit right on the backs of my heels. So knees together, heels together. Inhale, arms over hands in a steeple grip. Extend all your fingers like you're doing this, and extend your arms. Lock your elbows, inhale. With a flat spine, exhale, half tortoise, Ardha Kamasana. Like you're closing the hood of an old classic car. Forehead to the mat first, if you can get it there. And then your pinkies. And now keep working on it. Now your wrist and elbows and forearms are lifted. Slide your pinkies forward and push your hips back at the same time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull your belly in, press your palms. Inhale, come up with a flat spine. Like you're opening the hood of the old car. And exhale, arms down at your sides. Okay. Camel pose is next. Biggest heart opener. So rise to stand on your knees. Separate your knees about hip distance to fists. Toes can be tucked or untucked. I like to sometimes tuck my toes because, I don't know, it's got a little, gives me a little support. And place your hands on your tops of your hips, fingers pointing down. Pull your elbows together, lift your chin, look up. And breathe out. You're already in the pose. And now if you like, you can start to trace your eyes back. Keep your hips stacked above your heels. Push your heart up. Lengthen your belly just like you're standing back then. And then if you can see the wall behind you, reach for one heel. And then reach for the other. Stay with it. And change. Inhale, come up. Hands back to your hips. Trace your eyes forward. Exhale, have a seat. Spend some stillness for a moment. All right, blink your eyes open. Counter posture is rabbit pose. Bhujangasana. We usually cover our heels with our towel. No need to do that if you're not that sweaty. If you are sweaty, then do it so your hands don't slip. And then slide your hands down your low spine to get your thumbs outside your hips. If you know how to get the grip, you don't need to slide your hands down, but this always helps get your hands in the right place. So slide your hands down. Thumbs go outside, fingers go on the inside. I'm going to show you this way. See if my thumbs are here. Fingers are on the inside. Yeah. Lock your elbows. Go this way now. Tuck your chin. Look at your own belly, like you're going to tell your belly button a secret. Pull your belly in. Exhale, round down toward your belly. Tell that belly button a secret. Get the crown of your head, like the button of a baseball cap, on the mat without putting weight in your head. And start to lift your hips up. Walk your forehead toward your shins. Keep your inner upper arms pressed against your thighs. Feels like if you let go of your heels, you'd roll forward. Keep that tight grip. Inhale, change. Come all the way up. Exhale, release your heels. Guess what? Time for another Shavasana. Turn around, face back. So a lot of yoga practices, I should say, don't always face the back. When you come into Shavasana, we do this in this traditional Calcutta style of yoga. Because in India, supposedly what they tell me, I've never been to India, but it is disrespectful to aim your feet at the teacher. So that's why we face the back. Heels together, toes open. Arms at your sides. And just breathe. As we come into our final set of postures. Time for another yogi sit up. Zip up your legs, flex your toes, arms overhead, hook your thumbs. Take a deep inhale, stretch apart. Exhale, sit up, sit up. Turn around, face front. Seated, separate leg, forehead to knee. In Sanskrit, it's known as Janu Shirsasana. Extend your right leg out toward the corner of your mat. You don't have to go any wider than that. That's not necessary. This is fine. Sole of your left foot inside your thigh. Sit tall. Inhale, arms overhead, clasp your fingers, turn right. Exhale, roll your spine. Grab your foot with both hands. Tuck your chin. So this is a rounded spine. You want to keep your elbows in and forehead to knee connection. You can bend your knee as much as you need to. A lot of people have to bend their knee, and that's okay. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows. Relax your shoulders. Another breath in. And another breath out. And change. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, switch your feet. Left leg out toward the front corner of your mat. Right foot tucks in. Get a nice solid seat. Inhale, arms overhead. Clasp your fingers, turn left. Exhale, seated separate leg, forehead to knee. So round down, bend your knee, bend your knee. I don't care how much you have to bend your knee, because eventually over time you won't have to bend it as much. Once you get your grip on your feet, just like standing forehead to knee, it's got to be that webbing grip. Start to straighten your leg. Yeah, bend your elbows, pull your belly in. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath. And change. Inhale, arms overhead. Now exhale, both legs in front of you. Now what some yogis do is they throw in another sit-up here, which you can do. It's optional. So you can just go into your sit-up prep position, breathe in, and then exhale, sit up, and then grab your big toes. And if you didn't do the sit-up, then just hinge forward with a flat spine, make two peace signs, grab your big toes with those peace sign fingers. This is seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So once you hook your fingers, you rather than round your spine, pull your chest forward. It's like you're trying to bite your own toes. And then slide your heels forward. Breathe in. And breathe out. Belly on your sides. Eyes open. Another breath in. Another breath out. And for this last breath, you can drop your forehead to your shins. And change. Release. Sit back up. Now we'll do our seated twists. Okay. So take your right foot, cross your right leg over your left thigh. Not too high. So just like right above your knee. Then you can take your left foot, bring your left heel in towards your glute. Now, for some people, they may have to keep that left leg extended. That's okay. Full expression, you want to bring your heel in and then sit up so that both sit bones are squarely on the mat. Now observe, your right knee is the top knee, right? So you want to take your right hand, right knee, right hand goes behind you. Inhale, lift your left arm up and turn to the right. Exhale, bring your elbow down outside, left elbow outside your right knee, and then drop your hand. Some people like to keep it up, looks pretty, but you want to drop your hand down. This is really the pose because it's sort of you're taking a little bit of a bind here. Now press your right hand into the floor, lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, half lower to the fishes or spinal twist. Look over your right shoulder. If you want, you can take your right hand now and reach around, grab the top of your left thigh. So now you're doing another bind here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that nice twist from bottom to top. One more breath. And then on your exhale, change, release. Uncross your legs. Shake them out in front of you. And do the other side. Left foot over your right thigh. It's right above the knee. Keep your right leg extended, or bring your heel in and sit up on your sit bones. So your knees are stacked, kind of like you're getting into cow face pose. But the left knee's on top, left hand goes behind you. So the heel of your hand is like right up where your butt is. Your arm is extended like you're leaning against a wall. Inhale, left arm up, turn to the left. Sorry, right arm up, but turn to the left. Exhale, half lower to the fishes, elbow outside your knee. And then drop your hand down. Breathe in, lift your chest up, breathe out, look over your left shoulder. And then if you did so on the first side, you can reach around and do that half bind. I'll do one more breath here. See if you can sit a little taller. And change. Uncross your legs. Shake them out. All right, just in time. So we conclude our practice before our final Shavasana with one more breathing exercise. And in this practice, we do cup held body breathing, which means skull shining breath. We do 2 sets. I'm going to have you do 2 sets just because they're at different speeds. So the first set is medium speed, second set is double speed. And it's 60 breaths. Don't worry, I'll count. So sit in a kneeling hero's pose if you can. If this is uncomfortable, you can sit cross-legged. Just try to keep your spine nice and tall. And then slide your hands forward over your knees. Okay, relax your shoulders down, lift your chest. Stand nice and tall, maybe swallow. And just take one breath to kind of clear your lungs. So it's going to be on my count. The inhale is through your nose, excuse me, and the exhales are like you're saying the word like that. Okay, so here we go. Big breath in and exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blow it out. Take another breath, swallow. So when you breathe out, really puff out your belly like a little bellows. And that's going to be twice as fast, but over in half the time. Deep breath in. And exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Bow forward to feel your practice. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me today. And now turn around, come to your back for our final Shavasana for 2 minutes. And for this Shavasana, you will take the more traditional Shavasana position where your legs are much wider, heels nice and wide, arms at your sides take up space. Oh, don't worry, I'll time this one for you. Palms up. And feel free to close your eyes here. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you'd like me to guide you out, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your head side to side. That's my dog. She's waking up. She was good for almost the whole class. Just start to bend your knees, just one at a time, nice and slowly. No rush. And then roll over to one side. Let your head rest on your arm. Give yourself a moment to come back to your life off the mat. And then use your inhale breath to press yourself up to a seat. And you can turn around and face the group. And just sit nice and tall and cross-legged easy pose. You can maybe even switch the orientation of your legs for something different. Bring your hands together at your heart center as a symbolic gesture to thank yourself for making time for your practice today, to thank your fellow yogis. Thank you for joining me today. And thumbs through the center of your forehead. Breath in. And then exhale, bow forward just to bring your practice to a close. And I hope you feel good. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. As the weather gets hotter, you'll notice some changes in your body, but try to make time every day to move. So if you joined us today, thank you for being here. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you for finding time to practice your yoga. And I will see you. I'll see you again next week. Here she is waking up because it's dinner time. All right, I will see you next time. Thanks again for joining me, and namaste to all my yoga friends out there. Please be safe, wear your mask, 6 feet apart, yoga online. Bye.